Hey there. Apologies if I'm trying to get all of this set up. It's not been easy because of certain obligations and how the hell I set this damn thing up without like accidentally tipping over and breaking the thing, which is not easy, man. I've got less than a minute to go, so I better figure out how to do this. Is this good? Are we? No. Crap. Oh, I'm in deep trouble. I guess maybe? I don't remember how I did this angle last time, but yeah, next Pony Life set, and then I'll give an opinion on how I feel about the series as a whole. It's back. Good? Okay, we are. Anyways, our next set of episodes, how Applejack got her hat back. Okay.
This is a love story.
Why is she wearing a beret hat?
It is amazing. I have one exactly like it.
You know those days when you're just not feeling anything in your massive option-filled overflowing closet?
Morning, Rarity.
Okay, yeah. How would Rarity get inspired by AJ to wear a similar hat?
She totally can.
I mean, if you tried to do that, I mean, she would probably go all out. Okay, now it's a fashion thing.
Oh, another one.
Okay.
What is happening?
You tell me. And, well, technically there are places that make the exact same hat, so...
Get it over with.
Pastry hat.
Ready to perfect my sponge cake for TV. So give it The TV crew will be here in less than 24 hours. So let's make it
And one other thing I noticed is that
You've got that window clean.
Huh? Oh,
yeah. They have like computers and everything upon my rewatch of the episodes.
What can I do you for?
This big a crisis might call for a double scoop. It's all these hats. I feel like my identity's been stolen.
Sprinkles?
Rainbow, please. I love my hat because it shows who I am on the inside and on the outside.
And you won't allow Apple Bloom to wear your hat.
I'm not myself.
At least in the fan comics, that is.
I'll tell you what I'd do in your hubs. Find a new identity.
I don't know. I'm a country filly from field to core.
Then
I'm
again,
not sure
like...
who else I can be without the hat to match.
Why don't you just give
You
some other
can't
hats a try?
be feeling depressed if you have the same fashions over and over and over again. And people are doing it. it's
Okay, then.
not a crazy trend. Could they not really make a sound effect for when they drink the whole the bottle or whatever?
What am I doing? I don't even know what.
They're probably just like, they're like, quickly, use the sound effect of you drinking. Okay, like that. Imagination.
Aw, tough light.
I don't know if this hat is for me.
I've got another hat.
Also,
Might work.
apologies if last week I mistake the spell like that whenever like when Pinky and Twilight headbutted and I said telekinesis. I must have had Chronicle on the mind, which is a underrated movie. I definitely recommend you check it out, cause it's space.
Delicious.
You don't feed anyone in space.
I just
They
don't
die.
think I'm gonna be able to reinvent myself. None of these hats are working. I miss the old me. The hat me. What's a hat that says I'm having an identity crisis?
How would like a hat be like a big like fashion thing?
This feels right.
And I normally forget what like those berets are called. I definitely know it's like
This also
probably
feels right.
feels like familiar to a mime hat. And there's the rest of the episode.
What is life without a hat to wear off into the sunset? A hat to get me through the good times and the bad. That is what makes life worth living. That hat was full of adventure and spunk. But this black beret matches the color.
Okay, it is a beret. I definitely was correct.
Alone. French?
All you're just missing is the
Bonjour.
pattern clothes and the whole the white makeup.
And goes to the beat of your own drum.
That's totally me.
Whoa.
I mean, that's whatever.
Cool. The coolest.
Very cool.
Want to join us, alternative ponies? We're a group of individually minded ponies that think things that aren't cool are actually cool.
They're like goth kids and
Not to
everything.
nitpick, but acting
Everything
as
is
a
pain.
your individual.
Like the goth kids from like South Park or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes, I would.
Those who try to act so edgy
I'm
and
Derek.
emo
This is
like.
Matt. And this is also Matt. Weird names, I know. That's our whole deal, being different. Right now, we're into this super random squishy cube thing. Cool.
That's like, that's a stress ball.
What is
You
it?
do realize.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter. Just as long as no pony else knows about it, it's cool.
Oh. Cool. This here is a love story. But not all love stories have happy endings.
Seriously.
It's gotta do something, right?
Seriously, like,
Nothing. What are you doing?
stress
Nothing.
ball.
Just playing with my food.
Where you been, darling? And where is your trademark hat?
Got a new topper now. I'm bucking the trend.
Indeed. Do you smell toast? Do you need a snack? How many hooves am I holding?
Just
Never
because
mind.
people are
Fine.
wearing your
Never
same
been.
hat
Who needs a hat when you've got a
Doesn't,
squishy, cute
like-
thingy?
Mind if I
doesn't
take a look at
mean
you?
is, it's just a fashion trend.
Tell him I must go.
Wait, where are you?
Doesn't mean like you
What
have to
did
be
you exactly?
like
Well,
jelly and think,
What doesn't
My
matter.
God.
I think it's cool.
they've stolen my trademark fashion.
Cool. Very cool. The coolest. I'm a strong, independent pony who isn't defined by her hat or any pony else's. So let them wear their hats. You know,
There we go. Now people are playing with stress balls.
okay. Where'd all the hats go?
Okay.
Oh, darling.
Gators supposed to be gummy?
I may have Let's but there's a new trend in town.
Okay.
Why, Twilight?
Like
You say these squishy cube things are the
I'd say it
only
was like
friends these
illusion
towns only have?
or whatever it's called.
Tell me more.
I don't know what that is.
What's that? Every pony is talking about them.
If I'm clicking on this, that means the screen's fading. Which you cannot see.
No idea what you're talking about. What does that thing even do?
It's a stress ball.
You did this all for me?
How are people
It's
not
happening. They
talking
hit
about
the
it?
mainstream.
Again, people are
Applejack,
like that,
wanna join us on
especially
the next
with
big thing. It's teeny tiny tiaras. The twist? We wear them on our flanks.
No. I
Don't give
wanna
Rarity
wear
any
teeny tiny
ideas.
tiaras with you on my flank. I may not need my hat to be myself, but I also don't need to go chasing trends, mainstream or not.
Alright, I don't even care. Like, whatever.
Looking good, Applejack.
Applejack, darling, you're my muse. I don't want my taste-making talents to take away your appetite for being you.
Well, they didn't, but it's nice to have it back. If not to define my whole identity, then at least to have sun protection. So, what are we gonna do with all these?
Oh,
Again, just like use them. You squish them to.
What? We can eat these?
Can't eat.
Oh, oh, for crying out loud. We could have
Why?
See you when we get back.
Yeah. And that's the other half of Pony Life. Okay, again, like the one thing I was definitely like talking about with my friend yesterday was like the show was like high energy, like the kid on the ultimate of sugar highs. Like this more than likely wouldn't be a show for me. Which, I mean, if people would like to proceed on with the show, then that's fine. I'd have no problem with that. Like, Pony Life, they're trying to milk as much as they possibly can out of what we should call Generation 4. Friendship is magic. Sorry, it's just I'm seeing this ad for Extreme Makeover and it's just like, why do you have this on your network? Was it too much to play on ABC for you? But I mean, like, again, the show, like, it's pretty much like the kid on the ultimate of sugar highs. They're like, it pretty much you just feel like a kid, like a ton of candy, and then they're like, oh, I want to see Pinkie Pie and drinks. I want to see them get in trouble. I want to see a teeny tiny like phony kid. I want to see Rainbow Dash do all of this. I want to see Applejack break the fourth wall. Like that. That's the kid on the ultimate of sugar highs. The backgrounds are like way too like abstract or ambient, and it's way too distracting and pretty much an eyesore. But at least the one thing you can be a little bit thankful for is, like, at least Kathy's not a part of it. I mean, I don't think I've reached episodes that has her yet, but definitely I do know about Kathy not being a part of the show, and that I can be thankful for. Because, like, if she had stayed on for the show, that probably would have... I don't know how I would describe it, but she said, I feel like the character has been well executed in Generation 4, and there's no need for her to return. Which is a good thing for her. Hold on a moment. Okay. We're back. Which, the other half of Pony Life's about to begin, so... Yeah, I'm not too sure about this whole thing. What do we have here?
With a side of kindness. During our Friendsgiving, starting Monday.
Friendsgiving, huh?
On Discovery Family, let's feast together.
Interesting.
Family invites you over to celebrate. Any creature in the Rainbow Kingdom needs help.
The new Domino's cheeseburger pizza.
This is our new
Let me see if I could figure out what that ad was that I saw quickly before shutting this camera off of, Okay, it's just saying, alright, here's when Pony Life's about to happen. And we're back to the show. Again, that theme song, I mean, it's really catchy, and it's definitely like fun and high energy. Anyways, what do we have? Q-Pocalypse Meow. Alright then.
Big day, baby. Let's do this. Get your face up to the oven and into some ice cream. I'm feeling calm. Cake is yours to take.
Like, the world is yours, reference to Scarface, maybe?
Darling, you're so cute when you're trying to be
Why
soft.
does...
I can be tough.
Why?
So, get
But-
those cakes in the oven.
Like, why does Fluttershy turn so small and then turn so big? It makes no sense, like... And I mean, isn't, like, Fluttershy, like, the one to speak with animals?
They must be stopped. Bubbles, Cherub, McSquee. May I join you?
Okay.
Fluttershy, have a seat. You like making up conversations too?
They've broken through the pie. We have to make a call here.
Take the pie. Sacrifice the sandwiches.
So different world.
Ooh, you are so cool.
I just don't see the point of savory desserts. They're supposed to be sugary sweet.
What's cracking you up over there, Fluttershy?
And then there's a pony with an
Extra
iPad.
triple choco loco shake.
Or a tablet, whatever you want to call it.
Who are you conversing with?
I'm at an art
And
gallery.
smartphones.
More like a fart gallery. These paintings stink.
My new friend Bubbles
Gib.
is so funny.
Don't you think that's
Oh.
kind of mean?
It's not mean. He's just got a dark sense of humor. Just like me.
Well, if he's a friend of yours, he's a friend of
Why
ours.
would Fluttershy have a dark sense of humor? It's not like her. I mean, she's shy. She can speak with animals, understand what they say.
She's gonna miss the stretch and warm up. She can pull muscle.
How,
You made it.
again, like,
You still have time to do a few hook touches
Why?
before we start.
Yeah, we're squeezing it in. This is Bubbles.
Hi, Bubbles. Pleasure to
didn't
meet
you
you.
just say
Heard a lot about
her
you.
name?
Yeah, I bet you have.
All right, everybody.
I
Who's
think this-
ready to work out?
And then there's, she's got like Beats headphones on.
And 1, 2, 3.
I didn't realize this was a class to learn how to count.
It's like this cat's a smart aleck or something.
Bubbles! You're such a prankster.
Well, that's not being good friends.
That hurt. But you gotta admit it's funny.
What is your
Tripping is not funny.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you can't see mad at that face.
Oh, I almost forgot. I got us friendship bracelets.
That won't fix
Again,
anything.
apologies if I'm
Bubbles, you're the
pressing the
best.
camera,
Thanks.
but that screen fading's just driving me
This is
nuts.
literally the coolest place I've ever been in my entire life.
That's just sad.
Oh. Ooh, check out this book.
Oh, look at
As
it.
far as I
Saw the
know.
movie. It was bad. Boring. Great cover, but it's bad.
But you can't judge a book by its cover.
I can. Ah, yes. 3 months left.
Interesting. But then again, I remember, I still will head to the libraries, I mean, before all of this.
Oopsies.
Aw.
Why are you still following
We'll help
her?
rebuild it. You said it
Or
only took
him,
3
or
months.
whatever the cat's gender is.
Can you two help?
Sorry, my paws are full. With BFF necklaces to match our bracelets.
There's no way she'd fall for it.
You're the best.
Again, like, Kathy, like, I'm at least thankful that, like, Kathy is just not a part of the show, not a part of Pony Life. I mean, I could definitely pull up the article for you and just like, if we have enough time during the break, I can show you the actual tweet itself. Just like after this break, or at least we are on break, so if there is a chance that we have that, pull that on screen and play it, Cambot.
But I just wanted to say that it was my personal choice, completely my choice, and it was a choice that was made from a sentimental place, from an actor's perspective, a creative choice, to decide to end voicing Spike with the original voices at the end of the series. As you know, Friendship is Magic meant a great, great deal to me, and I just thought that it was the right choice for me to end it at that time. Which is not to say, of course, I'm not open to voicing Spike again, but the timing was right for me.
You gotta give props to Kathy. But again, she's like the most honest person you could ever come across. Like, her ways of life and everything, like when she talks about like living life to the fullest. I mean, she's a very nice person to chat with. And again, like I've mentioned in the con vlogs, that like when she talks about this stuff, even post-convention, as I've shown in the vlogs, it's like, that's a very beautiful speech. Like, really, really beautiful speech. But anyways, let's talk about holiday stuff, since I was going to mention that last week. Yeah, I really, the holiday stuff, like, I remember ages ago, like, back when, like, Cartoon Network once played Nightmare Before Christmas. I remember when an ad for a product known as the iCloud, I'm thinking of the wrong item, the Zoombox DVD projector was introduced on the market. That was like the one thing I would constantly beg for every year. And sometimes even every birthday, depending if I remember the thing correctly. Or even if I remember to ask. But still, like, it was like the one item I really, really wanted to ask for. But unfortunately has never happened. which is, it's really sad when I think about it. But where does that leave? At least, I believe 3 years later, because I think that was like 2006 when that projector was out, and then it was gone, and then they'd introduced the Cyclops mini projector, and then I asked that for the holidays, and I got that as a gift. That was like my main projector for a long time. I mean, even when I was in school, I ended up asking for that said projector, which was like the one thing I totally loved back then in like high school. I mean, I would use it every like Friday and Saturday I was out of school. Even used it once as like the Crystal Empire was premiering. I would just have like the projector on, a blank wall, lights are off, curtains are dark. You get the idea. Back to the show. And I love the opposite of the bottom down there, like the positive and the negative. Like, it's a pretty good title card. Ew. Cheesy spinach cupcake.
This dessert is still sweet. Like candy dipped in ice cream rolled in sugar level sweet.
Disgusting. How would... Again, like, why would, like, you do that mixing? Reality shows in a nutshell.
It's the truth. I just can't sugarcoat reality.
But you should sugarcoat everything! Don't listen to...
And she had winds up exploding herself.
Oh no! How could you...
Was it something I said?
Oh...
Why?
No, Bubbles. We have to talk about...
Look what I got! A BFF anklet!
How can you be this oblivious, Fluttershy?
Look what you have done. Upsetting our sweetness pie.
All I did was tell the truth.
Well, you did, but...
Well, sometimes...
Too mean.
If you can't handle me in my realist, then you don't deserve me.
You
as my
can
cutest.
handle the truth.
And I'm taking my things.
Hey, those were a symbol of our friendship. I've never seen him like this. So mean.
You just choose to ignore it, Fluttershy.
Fluttershy, the fact of the matter is that Bubbles hasn't been the nicest to us.
You're right. He really hasn't been that nice to me either. He just looks cute and gives me a
Only
gift whenever
now
I
you
see him.
realize that.
I think it's time you see my dark side once and for all.
Oh, darling, I'm not sure you can...
Why? Again. Like,
Hey, you don't just talk to my
does she
friend
just
like
get
that.
big whenever she's angry? Again, like,
Is it? Yeah, what brings you all the way over to Sugar Packet
It's-
Place?
What is going on? You just took our friendship jewelry and left.
Listen, our friendship
Look.
was fun while it lasted, but I'm just too cool for you and your friends. This is my new best friend, Buttershy.
You already have a new best friend? You gave her my BFF.
Yeah, because
Okay.
unlike you and your friends,
I
can
should...
handle my cuteness /
I
sex.
should talk about
You call it
how
sex.
sometimes friendship works, which
I've
is...
had enough of you.
It's a hard thing to deal with. It's a hard thing to try and explain.
Oh, going cute on me, huh? Well, two can play at that game.
My
What?
goodness, she's trying to act adorable him.
What, you don't have the stare or whatever to, like, put this cat into place?
So cute.
Again, like this, like, none of the characters I even name, I can remember their names. I mean, previously, like, best of the worst, there was this like tiny pony and then the homeless pony. That's how I can really remember their names. And they're dead.
Guess he couldn't keep up with my cuteness after all. Thanks, every pony, for being there for me. Even when I pitched you for some too cool cat who doesn't deserve my friendship.
Just
Glad to have you back.
friendships can
Bubbles, I'm bored. Let me
sometimes
know.
can be toxic.
Oh, Bubbles, you're so funny. All right, I have given
Again, like these characters just like
with soup and salad.
just way too in their stuff. Like, yeah, whatever.
Well, this is definitely savory. Good work, Pinky.
You know what I'm craving? Something sweet. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Mmm, what a treat. Delicious.
Sweet as Fluttershy.
Hey, you know how tough I am now.
Again, like, there's just so much to gripe about with this show. Oh, so much to gripe about with, like, Pony Life itself. Bubbles, that's the name of the cat. Okay. Good to know, then. Also, like, the other big thing is with Pony Life, obviously, is it's way different from other stuff. I mean, I gotta stop this for a moment. Yeah, I'm screen capturing the Friendship is Magic, just because I don't know, like, what'd be a good way. I mean, I tried downloading the Treehouse stuff, but that stuff's, it's way too out of sync with the stuff, the original footage from Treehouse. It's like, it's way too out of sync with the show, so I'm doing my best to record what I can right now of the US Pony Life airings. Friendships can be a tough thing to deal with. It can go one of two ways. Like, it can be the greatest thing you have ever experienced, and other times it can be really toxic. And I've experienced both of those sides, especially back in, at least, yeah, like currently in the last decade, and or this year, I don't remember. But I definitely have experienced those two sides of friendship. The best of the best, and then this one, the toxic side, which I'm not going to name names for the sake of this video, but like, there's this one person that was so really bad. Like, how would I explain this? There was just one guy who was just so full of himself. Like, he considered, like, his opinions to be the best. He went overboard on just whatever he was discussing, and just is like, my opinion is better than yours, and you should check out this one thing I fell in love with. That's that one person that I've dealt with in the realm of friendship, which, again, not an easy thing to deal with. And once you catch on just how toxic the friendship is, it may be too late. Sometimes you may try to sever the ties, other times you just can't, because you're stuck with them. At least, that's as far as I know of what sometimes a toxic friendship can be. This got dark really fast. But, yeah, we've reached the 4 episodes of Pony Life. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about, like, these 4 episodes that we've seen. Obviously, like, beforehand, as I was discussing, this show is just high energy. Like, the kid on the ultimate of sugar highs, whom just is like, oh yeah, there's this and that and this and that and this and that. I'd imagine Applejack breaking the 4th wall. I'd imagine her being jealous of people wearing her hats and people wearing stress balls. And then she's wearing a beret minus the mime getup and everything. Plus, like, I mean, obviously, as you've seen from the little video of Kathy and her decision not to return back to voicing Spike, she honestly made the right decision, especially after her Friendship is Magic journey. I mean, the series finale, I mean, it was just a nice way to end a entire show, to be honest, and her character arc. Like, she did a great job. The other thing is like, I mean, I've mentioned beforehand that this is a different take. I mean, the backgrounds are just like abstract and way too out there to even be that enjoyable, which is kind of the one thing that's really, really distracting about all of this, all of Pony Life. And there's just like some situations that are just like, what now? Like, you're trying to follow this and you're like, okay, what now? There's this Applejack that's just decided to move on to a different hat. There's like Rainbow Dash going against a homeless pony. AJ's breaking the 4th wall. Whenever Fluttershy gets mad, she winds up going so tall. The one thing I would probably like to say about it is, I don't think this is really an episode, a series worth returning to. I'm not really gonna remember this show, honestly, and like, whatever. I mean, what made Friendship is Magic memorable was just like the characters and the stories they had. I mean, sometimes the songs are even memorable. I mean, I've mentioned beforehand that I'm revisiting all of Friendship is Magic. I mean, I just finished... Crap, what episode am I on? I just finished Flight to the Finish, Cuny My Crusaders episode, and... oh my god, that was really good. That was like a great episode. And then the next episode I'm moving on to is like the Power Ponies episode. And this is kind of one that I really sort of look forward to the most. Especially seeing as how, like, It's obviously a reference to Power Rangers, which, for many people that are fans of the franchise, they get a kick out of it. But also, I've seen a few people have, like, fan characters of the Power Ponies, and even the comic characters, like the actual, like, antagonists from the comics that came out, were pretty good. And definitely are worth a read. I mean, Longface, I really love that character, and I mean, obviously, like, some of the baddies are, like, a huge reference to, like, the campy Batman series. Again, like, nostalgia memories aside, would I continue Pony Life? I don't think so. I mean, this is the first time I'm really saying this is not worth continuing because, well, I don't think it's really worth it. Again, like, I'm going to say, like, this is a show that you're probably going to forget in, like, I don't know, T-1 day. Yep, already forgot. Sorry. I couldn't resist. But anyways, yeah, it's not worth continuing. I mean, reactions, obviously, they're not worth it, especially for this show. It could be saved for something else. Plus, originally, I had a lot of problems with Hasbro in the episodes. A lot of them were continuously getting taken down, and I had to make the episodes, like, transparent by, like, 20%. Like, actual full 20%. If this was, yeah, like I said before, if this were my first exposure to Friendship is Magic, this I would totally pass. Like, I probably would ignore Friendship is Magic as a whole, and I just, yeah, just not worth it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the reactions as far as all this goes. And I'll see you guys for whatever the next video is. And cross my fingers I can hopefully finish the top 40 favorite movies list. I got like 2 more parts to go. But anyways, see you guys next time.